This is going to be a hot take with zero cuts because I just want it to be unfiltered. And I want to be so fucking clear that we're fucked as a country. We are. Most of you that follow me don't know that I'm a U.S. Army veteran. I served in 5th Special Forces Group out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky. I have 2 deployments. And majority of my friends and the folks that I served with still support Donald Trump to this day. And if that doesn't make your stomach sick, I don't know what will. It's insane. And the problem is, so many people say, well, I just don't pay attention, or I don't have time to pay attention. Well, guess what? Now's the time to start fucking paying attention. If you're a veteran, this video is for you. Go look at what's happening with the VA right now. Go look at what's happening with VA services, right? I haven't gotten paid from the VA, and they owe me money. I haven't gotten paid in over a month, and they just keep telling me it's an administrative delay. That's what they keep telling me. It's bullshit. He cut off funding. Go check it out. He cut off funding. He also stopped them from any new hires. They can't hire anybody. A buddy of mine, his wife, she works at the VA hospital in South Florida. And she said that there was people waiting in line to get a job, and they just cut it off. No one's getting hired. Veteran services is going down. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He doesn't give a fuck about me. He gives a fuck about it being an oligarchy. Take that a step further, okay? If you served in the Army, this motherfucker, his press secretary just said yesterday, that the U.S. Constitution is unconstitutional. What the fuck does that even mean? How can it be unconstitutional if there's not a constitution to bounce it against? The whole premise here is if he can get you and every other MAGA loyalist and half the fucking country to agree that the U.S. Constitution isn't valid, then he can run for a 3rd term. He can run for a 4th term and a 5th term because the U.S. Constitution isn't valid. Therefore, he gets to make up the fucking rules as he goes. You gotta fucking... Guys, take the fucking blinders off. You've got to take... And if you're a fucking politician and a veteran, you disgust me more than anything. More than anything. And if you're a Democrat politician and you're a veteran, you're the fucking worst of them all. Because you have the fucking power. You have the power right now that we don't have, and you're doing dick with it. You're just sitting there. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Get your head out of your fucking ass and do something. You guys are supposed to hold the line. And when you can't, this whole fucking thing becomes chaos. It becomes chaos. And then it turns to the citizens. And you don't want that. And we don't want that. And nobody fucking wants that. Now you got Canada saying they're going to cut off power to all the red states. Jesus, they have the fucking ability. And he says, too bad, I'm not backing down on tariffs. Let's see what happens in the next 6 months. You think he's going to do well for the economy? He just said, well, you're going to have to suffer for a little while, but Americans will understand when prices go up. They'll understand. That's what your boy Donald Trump just fucking said. He said that. He knows he's not bringing down prices. He knows he's not. He's helping the oligarchy. He's helping himself become a billionaire with his other billionaire friends. He's helping himself become richer and richer and richer at our expense. And you guys fucking voted him into office. And that's fine. We are where we are. But there's an impeachment process for a fucking reason. And we better start using it. And we better start using it fast. And what do you think? You think, oh, I'm going to put my money in the stock market like everybody else is. And then I'm going to become wealthy as hell. No. No, what the fuck do you think happens when we don't have any trade partners? What do you think happens to our stock market? Our stock market is largely driven by external forces outside this country. And you might be like, well, most of the big companies are here in the United States. That's true. But guess what? They manufacture a lot of their shit outside the country, right? And they sell a lot of their shit outside the country. And what happens when we put tariffs on everything and then other countries retaliate with tariffs and then we can't sell our shit outside the country and we can't manufacture our shit outside the country without bringing it in for a massive fucking cost? Oh yeah, maybe we'll bring some jobs back, sure. But then it's still a massive fucking cost. The dollar is going to devalue. It's just, you don't understand. Like, think logically for one fucking minute. This guy needs to get out. He needs to get out. We need to get him out. If you're a politician, I'm urging you to call for articles of impeachment. He's already done enough illegal things. It's been 2 weeks, and he's already done enough to be impeached. Fucking do it. And this time, I don't want some Merrick Garland, fucking Jack Smith, sissy ass sitting on their fucking hands, taking 4+ years to bring an indictment. I don't want that shit. Fucking try him next week. Impeach him, find him guilty, and if you do, I want the fucking trial in a week. I want it in a week. This is fucking insane. It's insane. This dude should have never been allowed to run. He fucking incited an insurrection against our country. He literally tried to take away the votes of half the fucking country that voted for Joe Biden. When he incited that insurrection, he literally was trying to take back the country by power. What does that mean? Well, that means that he was saying fuck you to everyone who voted against him, and your votes don't matter. Only my opinion matters, and I think I should have won. That's what he's saying. He literally tried to take away our democracy by force, and yet he's somehow still in the fucking White House. From one vet to another, wake the fuck up. I can't live like this. My family does not deserve to live like this. You don't deserve to live like this. None of us do. Wake the fuck up.
Folks that you mentioned have a right to have that legal opinion, but it is in disagreement with the legal opinion of this administration. This administration believes that birthright citizenship is unconstitutional, and
the Constitution and rip it up, because that's what you're doing. You're creating a very dangerous precedent of attacking the speech and debate clause of the U.S. Constitution. We took an oath just a few weeks ago to vote against any legislation that is injurious to the people and erodes their rights and privileges. You are violating your oath to both the U.S. Constitution and the Tennessee Constitution, and it is shameful what is happening here today. This is serious. We're going after elected officials based on how they vote. Imagine, we've already tried to expel them based on what they say. Now we're going after people for how they vote. This is wrong. It's a violation of everything we stand for. And so we just did the Pledge of Allegiance. That was just, we might as well just take that down now. Because this is un-American. This is the root of it. You can say all the other stuff about this bill, but this bill, this provision in particular about charging people with a Class E felony based off of, it says here in the law, every elected official in local government who votes in the affirmative shall be charged with a Class E felony. This is what the law says that you have drafted, which legal told you is incorrect, which is unconstitutional, which is going to be constitutionally suspect. And the thing is, it's not just in the U.S. Constitution. Our very own Tennessee Constitution has a very similar provision to this that protects legislators. It says individual legislators are immune from any kind of suit, including criminal prosecutions for any act deemed as part of the legislative body's deliberative process. This is from the Tennessee State Constitution. Tennessee courts have repeatedly upheld this precedent. And so again, if you want to pass a lawsuit, that's on you. But I hope that we have record of everyone who votes against this, because we want you all to be the first brought before the courts to explain the constitutionality of this, because it is unconstitutional. We have told you this. You're going to vote however you want to vote, because this is not about immigration, because as the chairman said, we don't have any purview over immigration. This is about fear-mongering. This is about giving red meat and acting like you're doing something when it's just about targeting both elected officials and individuals in our districts, because people are afraid that America is changing and becoming more diverse. Well, beloved, let us know that this diversifying of America is not a threat to any of us. It's something that makes this nation great. And if we want to vote on all these provisions, we might as well take down that lady in the harbor that says, give me your poor, your tired, your huddled masses. And would you please present to me your grandparents' immigration papers when they came? Because let's check the record of where they came from. Because unless your last name is Cherokee, Choctaw, Shawnee, or Yuchi, you are an immigrant from somewhere in Tennessee. And so again, this is unconstitutional. You've been warned. You're going to do this vote however you want to do it, but it's shameful. And the citizens of Tennessee deserve serious deliberation of people who take our constitutional oath seriously.
We'll be voting on the tabling motion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? No. The ayes have it. Motion is tabled.